and for children too, so we better be good. What is good, children? Good is what your parents, God, the law, is that what good is? Is it really what good is? Uh, I think deep down in your souls, you know what good is. And if you don't have someone you can ask what good is, just ask here if you can. You probably can't comment. You should be able to make your own videos, but here we are. Um, Here we are in a land of good and bad, right? Tell you one thing, we need balance of good and bad, because if it's all good, we get blinded. And if it's all bad, we're definitely blinded. So we want to stay somewhere in the middle. Here, guys, look at these. See the goofy dogs? That's father and son playing. You see how the father has the son's beak in his nose? They love each other. They're playing, you know? I hope every child out there has a parent that loves them, and if they don't, I hope they have someone that loves them. And the main important thing for the children to know is it doesn't matter who you have, it matters who you are. Do you love you? I don't care who you are. I love you. You should love you. Because, that God thing, the cosmos, it gave you a gift, this chance at life. And I'm telling you right now, it's looking pretty messed up because, you have to go to school at 5 to 18, then you have to go get a job, and before that at 16, and then you got to work till you're 60, and the average lifespan's 70 something. Doesn't sound very fun. It really doesn't. But if you take it into consideration that it's yours, granted, we have rules, that good and bad thing to work with, laws to work with, mom's, dad's rules of their house. We really are trained to believe we're doing good. If you look at this would look good, right? This is a road going through the middle of nowhere. But if you look closer, it's not so good for the little ants that are building or trying to build this clay caliche into soil, because technically, I bet you anything, this stuff, you see how white it is? It's a lot of salt, and a lot of stuff that the ants probably don't want, but they're stuck here. They're not going to travel to that mountain where there's soil. So they're stuck here having to live, and they're building the soil. I wish I could find an ant hole. Usually there's a ton of them. But right now we're going into fall, and I guess they're waking up late. But either way, what I was trying to say is those ants, the rabbits, the bugs, the flies, all of these bugs, insects, animals, birds, they're all maybe unconsciously making soil so the earth can make more life, so the rain can make more life, so the sun can make more life. These are the elements that make us. You have earth, air, water, fire, and then you have the records of everything. We forget the records. We're only taught, we're not even taught those 4 elements that make us: 72% water, 6% air, 4% fire, 12% earth, and the rest are what they call records, akash, memory, karma. It's the lube that not just binds everything, but just keeps it moving. Meaning, when you were born into this life, when your soul grabbed a body, technically it didn't grab a body. That sounds like possession. I will say this place, your soul were connected before you were born, and we crafted You crafted your body before you were born. You didn't choose it, you designed it. And if we knew this from a child, life would be way different, and that's not something they want. So we need to be real careful with what we designed, because whoever's running the show and destroying the planet has another design in mind. I mean, I've often heard that AI, they will not um, help us get more healthy and live longer. What they'll do is just redesign us. And that does not sound like a body I want to design and then ride. As good as they can do it, I like my faults. My faults, all the faults that my parents, not all of them, but a great deal of them, like I didn't pay attention in school. I'm more happy than they ever were. I don't have money. Money is not my goal. It's really not very important. Unfortunately, in this society, you need money just to eat. And when you have that kind of stress on you every day, where am I going to get the money to eat, feed my children, and keep a roof over my house? When you have that stress on you every day, forget about the poisonous food, forget about the poisonous water. Dude, you're stressed every day. That causes disease, and we don't need that. We just don't. We don't need that. So my dad went to work every day. He worked harder than anybody I know. And I watched him kill himself doing it. Literally. For me. Honorable, but foolish, if I might say. And that's not dishonoring my father. You're going to dishonor your parents by being just like them. If you don't outgrow them, outsmart them, be better versions of what they taught you to be the best you can be, then, you're failing. You don't want to be your parents. Your parents were great or they were shitty. Either way, you don't want to be them. You want to be you. Like I said, before you were here, you designed this body. You did the calculations because you could see from afar, like a bird's eye point of view. You weren't in a mouse's figurine like they want you to be, thinking you're all scared and stuff. But you were looking at it from afar and helping design the body that we needed here in the form of you, because only you can give what we need from you. No one else can do what you can and will, if you choose to, do. So in that, when you grabbed this body, not grabbed it, you became this body for the time being. You are not just this body. You really are not. Like I said, you, before this body was born, you designed it. Uh, Maybe not consciously, but out of energetic, habitual patterns. Like, okay, so that's birth. We'll go over death. You're 72% water. Water holds memory. Water is energy. Energy is water, I guess. Either way, maybe that's wrong. There is energy in water. You can definitely use it as I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. But forgive me for the wrong using of words, but check it out. When you have a river and you put a dam at the bottom of the river, and there's nowhere else for the river to go but up, it will rise. So the energy in you when you hit the dam, meaning when the body falls, your energy in that water, earth, air, fire will rise. Now, that doesn't mean really getting higher. It just means more potent. It's almost like what are your dreams? What are your best dreams? What are your worst dreams? And then amplify that times your best and worst imaginations. So that's what happens when your body falls. Your spirit, your soul goes haywire. It took a long time to design a body that you could fit. And it'll take a long time again, depending on the energies you've gathered here in life. Now, I really should stop there because we've talked for 10 minutes. Holy cow, I don't even know if we're going to be able to post this. So, either way, um, we really should be more conscious, hopefully that's the word, of what we're doing here in life. Because as a child, we make mistakes, but we're not taught not just to learn from those mistakes. I don't know. What is a mistake? People call coincidences like mistakes. Oh, it's just a coincidence. It's a mistake. You know, that's not the way it is. If you look into coincidence long enough and you search it deep enough, you'll find more coincidences. And then that becomes synchronicity. And then when you read into synchronicity more and more, you start learning the language of the other dimensions because, like God speaks to you, you don't know the language. Well, God is in the other dimensions if you want to believe in one God or gods, but it is the higher self, higher dimensions that are trying to persuade us into their ideologies and way. So we should understand more from this if anybody ever watches it. I just want to thank you if you listened. If you heard anything, I don't think you could comment since I put it on for kids, but I don't know. Just don't know if you like this. Peace. I don't know how to stop this. What? How the fuck are we still recording? Hi, guys. Oh, sorry for children. I'm so sorry. How are we still recording? Oh. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?